What's going on, everybody? Richie here. I got a question from my boy Jet, J-E-T-T, Jet. He says, "What's up, Richie? Big fan, bro. Quick question on how to get wider back and sharp shoulders." That's a key word right there. Sharp. What exercise do you recommend? Thanks. Thank you, Jet. Okay. So he said wider back and sharp shoulders. So when I hear sharp, I'm thinking, now he might mean like just get your shoulders like sharp, like on point, like to where, they're just right. Or what he could be saying, what I hear sharp, I'm thinking like striations, like big, lean shoulders. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's sharp. So by default, if your shoulders are looking lean, your waist is probably leaner too. I think what Jet's talking about, what he's talking about is the coveted V taper, right? You want that V taper, that wide back, wide shoulders, and then like the leaner waist. It's a good look. It's a good look. I know a little bit about this, right? I consider myself to be somewhat of an expert on the topic, so we're gonna get into this video. By the end of it, you're gonna know how to build a V taper, okay? Now, I got some notes today, guys. You know I like to freestyle these videos. I usually like to freestyle, but this one's important. So I got a few notes here. So excuse me if I look down, every now and then to get this situated. But here's the thing. It's a good look. You want to look good in a shirt. That's the key. That's one of the best parts of the V taper. You want to look good in a shirt. Why? Because you wear your shirt all the time. Unless you're a lifeguard, right? Or you live on the beach or in the tropics, you wear a shirt like almost all the time. I don't know about you. I know about me though. When I get shredded, nobody says a word. Wow, no one says, "Wow, aren't you looking?" Maybe occasionally I'll get a forearm compliment because they look like Twizzlers, But for the most part, nobody cares, right? Nobody cares because I don't walk around with my shirt off all the time, except at my house. So you want to look good, look good in a shirt because you're going to be wearing a shirt pretty much all the time. And the V taper is going to make you look better in a shirt, right? You want to look good in a shirt? Get that back meat. Get that right there. Get that Quasimodo back. Get that turtle shell. Get the wide shoulders and big arms so the sleeves just can't help but scrunch up, right? It changes the way the shirt fits on you. You want to look bad in a shirt? Probably not. But if you did, I'll tell you an easy way to do it would be to just have a huge chest with underdeveloped arms and no back and shoulders. Anyways, that's how you look bad in a shirt. You want to look good in a shirt, get a V taper. Exercises to achieve this. What exercise? All right, I have a pretty long list of exercises here, guys, so bear with me. All right, so you're gonna start out with pull-ups, and then you're gonna go from pull-ups to neutral grip pull-ups, and then you go from that to chin-ups, and then weighted pull-ups, and then weighted chin-ups, and then usually some sort of pull-up variation like inverted rows. But pretty much it's like pull-ups, 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 pull-ups. It's all pull-ups. Pull-ups is the only thing. It's the only thing. Listen, I had no back development at all. Zero, right? If I lifted my arm up, you would not have been able to see a lat. When I started doing combat conditioning 4 years ago, I focused on pull-ups only, and I'm telling you, my lat, so of course it's anecdotal, but it still doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened. My back just exploded. I mean, the proof is in the lat meat, okay? The proof is in the lat meat. Now, there's a really simple way to get good at pull-ups. Go to my progression video, okay? The progression video that pull-up progression video, and then start with level 1. Work your way up. Start with level 1. Get to the point where you could do 3 sets of 10 with your body weight. Now, the heavier you are, the harder it's going to be. Which is nothing wrong with that. As soon as you can do that, start adding weight. If you can do 3 sets of 10, start adding weight. When you start adding the weight, you're going to program this as a main lift. Listen, pull-ups is a main lift. It's not a finisher. It's not assistance work. Weighted pull-ups, weighted chin-ups is a main lift. If you want a big back, if you want big biceps, if you want a big posterior deltoids, pull-ups is a main lift. I don't care what anyone says. Every program I ever see, they never have pull-ups. It's a main lift. To me, it's my favorite lift. It's always my main lift. Okay? It's really simple. If you have a program, you don't know how to program pull-ups, just take whatever they do for bench, right? So they're telling you, oh, do 3 sets of 8 at 75% of your 1 rep max, and calculate it, and do that for pull-ups as well as bench. That's really all you got to do. But pull-ups is not a finisher; it's a main lift. It's a top priority. Program it. Switch the grips. Stick with one grip for like 8 weeks. Get really good at it. Maybe not 8, 4 to 8 weeks, right? If you're starting to feel like some kind of overuse issues, switch the grips. Start wide, go neutral, chin up, back to wide. Every 4 to 8 weeks with each one of those, you'll avoid overuse injuries. Play around with the grip, thumb under, thumb over. Things like that can make a real big difference as far as avoiding connective tissue inflammation and overuse injuries and strains and things like that. So that's how you're gonna do that. Get brutally strong. Get brutally strong at weighted pull-ups. I'm telling you, get to the point where you could do 3 sets of 10 with a 45-pound plate and pull-ups. Think you're not gonna have a big back? You will. You will. People that are good at bench pressing, look at them. They all have big chests. They have big chests. You can't get good at bench pressing without your chest getting big. Size equals strength. People that are good at weighted pull-ups have V-tapers. You be the judge. Okay, exercise number 2. That's pretty much well got your back covered right there. Exercise number 2, lateral raises. Lateral raises are crucial, right? Because the medial delts are crucial. Nothing targets them better than lateral raises. Now, guys, listen, I'm not a scientist, okay? I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not in the lab, and I'm not looking at this EMG data, but I looked at the EMG data. No, okay, I didn't, but someone else I know did, right? Or someone that I heard, and I don't know who it was now, but somebody looked at the EMG data, and it shows that the best exercise for medial delts is lateral raises. Now, again, guys, I'm no doctor. I'm not an expert of anatomy. But if you're looking at me directly from the front, I'm pretty sure the medial delt is what's going to control how wide you appear. Is it not? It will. So the medial delt is crucial. Here's the problem. Lateral raise is not a main lift. So you're going to have to get good at a press. Something that's going to target all 3 heads of the shoulders. And then, as we know, you could be really good at all these pressing moves. A lot of times going to get your front delts a lot, and then maybe secondary will kind of get your medial delts, and then kind of thirdly get your posterior. But it's your heaviest movement. So that's a good way to sort of, pre-exhaust the muscle. So it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, again, I had a great V-taper without ever doing weights. I did all handstand push-ups, weighted dips, push-ups, right? And I wasn't even doing these lateral raises. Now, don't do what I did, right? Do as I say, not as I do. I have good shoulder genetics. So, it wasn't the most crucial thing for me to do. But now that I've been adding it back in, it's taking it to the next level, okay? And once I get lean, it's going to show. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyways, you're going to have to focus on a heavy press, right? And then a heavy pressing exercise. It doesn't have to necessarily be press. But it has to be some sort of heavy press, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be standing press. You get what I'm trying to say. But it has to be a press. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving on. You're going to do that, and then you're going to finish with the raises. Okay? 10 to 20 reps. That's your rep range in there. Higher reps, right? Higher reps with consistent form. Okay? I don't know how many people I see in the gym week after week, year after year. They're doing the same weights with lateral raises. And if they are going heavier, what are they doing now, right? Maybe they started doing strict, and what are they doing now? It's okay to get a little bit involvement as long as you're pausing at the top, really just engaging the muscle. But the point is that it has to be consistent. You have to maintain the same form, and you have to progressively overload the move. You have to get stronger in the move. So you go 1 week, you pick a weight that's challenged for 15, right? And you do 3 sets of 10. And the next exercise, you should be hitting it every upper body day, so at least 2 times a week. With a smaller muscle group like this. Same thing with arms. You do 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12, 16, 18, 20, right? Adding 1 or 2 reps every single one. So after 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you get ready, take a deload, increase the weight by 2.5 pounds each dumbbell, start back out at 10. And keep the form consistent. Right? There's no point in doing it if you started out like this, going real strict, and now you're going like this, it's not consistent. It's a different move. You're doing a different move now. That's why you do more weight. All right, so that's the fun part. The exercise is the fun part. Here's the part that people don't talk about, okay? Nutrition. Be in a surplus. If you want to build muscle, be in a surplus. Are you eating enough? You're not going to get a V-taper and build huge lats, shoulders and arms if you're not eating enough. So be in a surplus. Right? Be in a surplus for 4 months, right? And then mini cut for a month or 2, and then be in a surplus for 4 months, and do that for 2 years, right? You see these serious bodybuilders, some of them with these crazy physiques, and they go, oh, I'm not competing for 2 years. I really need to bulk up, and these dudes are already jacked. That's the mindset you gotta have. That's the mindset you gotta have. So, this V-taper ain't built overnight, okay? This is consistency for like 2 years, 3 years to get to the point where people start going, damn, he looks crazy in a shirt. Then once you get lean, you maintain a lot of that. Then you got that crazy V-taper and they go, oh shit, now I know what he was doing. So unless you're a complete beginner, which you're just gonna put on muscle no matter what, and you don't even have to really worry about being in a surplus too much, it'll help. But if you're a complete novice, you don't have to worry. If you've been training for a while, you gotta be in a surplus, bro. You're going to have to track this. You're going to have to make sure that you're 300, 500 calories over. And if you are a complete novice, you're welcome, because I'm telling you important shit right now. And you're going to come back and thank me in a couple of years, I'm telling you. But yeah, now you talk about sharp. Let's talk about getting sharp. That's where it comes back to getting lean, right? Then you do this for 2 years, then you lose, the 20, 25 pounds extra that you've been carrying. Get that small waist, you create that illusion, right? Small waist, your back is just jacked. You can see your back from the front, looking all crazy. And then your shoulders is on point. And guess what happens when you've been carrying 20 extra pounds for 2 years and you've just been building the shoulder and you went from 10 pounds to 35 pounds on strict lateral raises and you lose 10 pounds? Now that's when the compliments come back in. Right, that's when they come back in. When you gain that first 20, and then when you lose that first 10, 15, people start going, I lose 15 pounds when I go from weighing 210 to 195, and people start going, damn, bro, you look like you're getting big. You look like you're getting big. Meanwhile, I'm losing weight. That's the illusion. That's the illusion of the V-taper. And at that point, congratulations, you've done it. All right, so I hope that answers your question. But like I said, it's a topic I'm passionate about. I feel like I know a little something about this. Pretty much to summarize it, get good at weighted pull-ups, get strong at a press and do a lot of lateral raises to finish. Be in a surplus and then lean out, and I promise you, you'll have a nasty, nasty V-taper. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy. I'll talk to you next time.